Hi everyone, welcome back. So I'm going straight into this. This is base coat. Thought I'd do something really easy for a change. We usually go for crazy matte, so this is a little bit different. Fluff everywhere. Get that off. Yes, so I'm going to be doing lemons, sliced lemons, whole lemons, and some nice blingy bling bling. So on this nail, I'm going to put base coat down and then I'm going to cover the nail with this pastel hex mix from Charlie's Nailart. There's all sorts of different colours you can get in this collection, and if you do go over to Charlie's Nailart you can use my discount code ANN10 for a 10% discount. So I base coated all the nails and I've done a background colour of the lemon, and they are the LILYCUTE polishes that I showed you in one of my previous videos. Okay, so that's been cured in a lamp for 60 seconds and I'm going to give it a matte top coat. I hadn't decided at this point what I was going to do with this nail. So I'm just mapping out that French on the tip there using the yellow colour. Okay, so this one is the lemon slice in the corner, and each segment I'm just starting the segments by putting using a dotting tool and putting a little dot for each segment, and then I'm going to take the striper liner brush and I'm going to just drag it to make the segments of the lemon. Like I said, it's a really easy design and it's quite quick as well. So once you've got everything where you want it, cure it so that you don't mess it up. So now I'm just going to go and outline those segments and make the sort of peel on the outside, and then I'm going to blend that up a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is go in with the lemon colour and add a little bit of highlights to each segment. just by adding a little bit of detail to it, it really does make a difference to the design. Sort of gives the impression of the pith of the skin, just by sort of blending it into the darker yellow. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to cure down the lamp for 60 seconds. So I decided to do some juice strips, and I'm just using the dotting tool again to do the bottom of the drips so that I can drag it up and make it look like it's dripping down from the slice of lemon. At first I was thinking that it might be looking a bit just too much like the segments, but once I'd actually finished putting it down and joining the tops of the drips, I was quite happy with it, and what I would do next was gonna make a difference anyway. And this is a rubber mat. No, it's not, it's a rubber top coat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over each segment and the skin and just give it the embossed 3D sort of look. I've used the rubber top because it's a lot thicker than your normal top coats. More bloody fluff. So with the drips, I decided that they looked a bit too much like the segments, so I'm just going over them with a bit of top coat, and I'm going to sprinkle on some fine iridescent yellow glitter just to give them a glistening look, so they look like they're sort of wet and different to the actual segments of the lemon. Because it's a fine iridescent, it's quite transparent, so you're literally just getting a shimmer of colour, not the actual colour. So that's cured. I'm just dusting off the excess and I'll show you in a second. There you go. So this one, I'm just going to pat some of this iridescent glitter into the tacky layer of the gel polish. I'm going to top coat it with matte because I'm going to do some art on top of it. Now just make sure when you're matting or when you're top coating over a glitter that you float it rather than just whack it on like I did, because you will get excess in your brush. Okay, so on this nail I decided I was going to do a sort of ombre tip. So I do a couple of coats of the ombre, blending it out. And I'm not 100% happy with it, so you'll see what I do next. I mean, there was nothing wrong with the ombre, it was just, it wasn't, I don't know.
This is a load of barnacles.
You can still see the two different colours, but it's just, it blends in more with the other nails now. So on this nail I'm just painting some lemons and a segment of lemon. I started off really small to get the basic shape, and then I just sort of build it up until I'm happy, and then when I am happy I'm cure it. Like I said, this is a really easy design. I'm just using, well, it's 3 colours in the end: top coat, base coat and a couple of glitters. Striping brush and a dotting tool. Really simple, really easy. So that's the one that we covered in glitter, the ombre one. I'm just dusting that off while the other one's in the lamp. And I had a little think about it, whether to leave it raw, but I decided to just go over it with the rubber. So this is what I mean when I say about floating it over. You sort of like barely touching the nail and bringing it down. You're not dragging the glitter then, and you're not getting any excess on your brush. Okay, so back to our little lemons. I'm just highlighting now, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with some grey gel polish and just do some shading, just to make the lemon slices stand out and pop. So at this stage I decided that the whole lemons that I'd painted weren't big enough, because the segment of the lemon that I'd painted was huge. So here's the 5 nails, and I am going to go in and do some shading on the hand painted nail. do some shading on the nail with the segment on. Just adds a little bit more definition to it. So on these 3 nails, I'm going to be putting on some gems, and I'm going to use the rubber top coat to attach them. I'm using these fluorescent gems from SHEIN. They're not glow in the dark, they are only fluorescent, so they do only sort of glow in the UV light. Just completely top coating this nail because it didn't have a top coat before, so this will save a step at the end. Now this big one that I put down first, it was kind of wonky. What it was, the back was not straight, so every time I put it and moved it, it looked like it was sitting on top of the other crystals. So in the end, it wouldn't sit properly, so I just take it off and get another one out. Changed it at that point. You didn't see me change it, but so they've all had the final top coat. These are the products that I've used, and this is the finished design. Super easy, super quick. Anyone can do it. Just change them round. It's better. There you go. So if you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up and subscribe. There they are in the UV light, aren't they cute? Thanks for watching.